All right, I'm making another video. Yeah, I'm full of a little bit of hostile energy, and so I just need to vent a little bit of this stuff. This is really so damn irritating that I have to go through all this crap. I mean, like I said, this is a 2-year process, and let's understand the background here. I've already gotten an appeals court decision, so I had to go through a 1-year appeals process in this case, and I shouldn't have to go through it again. I mean, just think how ludicrous it is if an appeal court has to find twice that twice my case was invalidly, wrongly thrown out. I mean, that's a crazy precedent. I mean, it should never happen to any citizen in the United States of America. That's just outrageous judicial process, and that is inevitable here. There's just no way a fair judge and an appeals court judge is going to want to stand with this decision by this judge. I got her on so many counts, and so I want to go through a few little things. And remember, I'm supposed to be given, this is essentially a summary judgment when you do dismissal, the standards for summary judgment. In a summary judgment motion, the person who is making the counterclaim, who's claiming there's no case, he has all burden of proof. So he basically has to prove implausibility. He has to basically prove, look, I was nowhere near the scene of a crime, I had no weapon, I was not even in town or something. He has to really make a case for his innocence. Now, Joneser hasn't done any of that. What he's done is basically confirmed every one of the suspicious circumstances. He has confirmed that he took my content without my permission. He has confirmed that he got involved in name-calling on the Internet. I mean, there's no way to claim that he has somehow demonstrated implausibility in any way. He has to basically prove that it's just implausible. I mean, he doesn't have to prove it's absolutely impossible that he committed the crime. He just has to demonstrate, though, that it's quite implausible, that there's no claim here. And obviously, he has not done that. And that's the standard this judge was supposed to apply here. And she knows it. She cited the court cases. She knows this standard. This is basic. Summary judgment is a basic tenet of law. I mean, it's the ABCs of judicial process. And for a federal judge to get this wrong is just outrageous. I mean, I can't say that word. I mean, it's outrageous. I should put a big word, outrageous, on the screen, because it's outrageous. Especially, like I said, in the context of the fact that I have already gone to an appeals court over this illegitimate dismissal crap. I've already gone through this. I haven't been allowed to make my damn case. And for her to pull a motion up that was from prior to that appeals court decision, a motion filed prior to that appeals court decision, all right, and use that as an excuse to dismiss this case now, it's just outrageous. Like I said, I don't have words for it. Okay, and I want to point out, now I filed a motion that I will publish eventually, demanding that she recuse herself. And I pointed out in this document her false accusations she has made that are false, glaringly false. And now she has repeated those accusations in this new order. She has repeated the same accusations I have thoroughly and completely contested and refuted. The accusation that I recorded, that Judge Smith guy, I did no such thing. She has again stated in this stupid document, I'll post a link to this page of this decision. She has again stated that I committed a direct violation of a local rule, and the local rule, she quotes it. It says, in the courthouse. I was never in the courthouse. How could the rule that applies to behavior in the courthouse apply to me? How can I directly violate a rule that explicitly says in the courthouse? That is preposterous nonsense. For her to repeat that accusation is preposterous nonsense. I mean, I can just go on and on. Like I said, I want to go through every bit of it. I'm going to go through it line by line and statement by statement. But this is just so damn disgusting that the judges can get away with this crap. I mean, I should be able to take her to court and sue her and prove to a jury, okay, that she has done this maliciously, that this is her intent. Her intent is to destroy my litigation, destroy my constitutional rights. It is quite obvious to any reasonable person that that's what she has done, because she knows the law. She can't say she doesn't know the law. And so she knows that she is perverting it and distorting it and abusing it. She again repeats the accusation in here that I distorted or manipulated the tape of Judge Hittner. Now that's just complete nonsense. I provided a clean audio tape of the 3-minute telephone conference, and the only manipulation was to redact Joan Czar's name. And beyond that redaction, it was exactly as it took place. And then in the video, I made my commentary. I did not delete any part of his commentary. I did not misuse or abuse his statements in any way whatsoever. And so this whole, again, she's making these are accusations she's making. She made a further accusation that I have in the past somehow I used this teleconferencing thing for this explicit purpose to tape judges somehow, and that's my intent. She's made that accusation. I mean, it's just this is outrageous conduct by a federal judge. This is a federal judge. I mean, these people can screw with your life. These people can ruin your life. And this is her standard of conduct. She will make accusations with no evidence. No evidence. All right? She has no evidence that I ever taped a Judge Smith, that I ever heard his voice, that I've ever communicated. I haven't even sent him an email. I have never even sent him a piece of paper. I know nothing of this Judge Smith. Yet she will make the accusation repeatedly that I committed some crime against him. That isn't even a crime. As I stated, I was never in the courthouse. So how can I violate a rule that explicitly defines a coverage in the courthouse? It just is, it's nonsense. Preposterous nonsense. And for her to get away with this crap, I mean, she will get away with it. I mean, there'll be no penalty. She can abolish my constitutional rights, no penalty. She can slander me, which she has done, and there's no penalty. I mean, it's just disgusting that they can get away with this crap, that they think they can get away with it. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the appeals court wasn't too pleased with Hittner, and I don't think they're going to be at all pleased with this as the standard of justice in the state of Texas. In the Fifth Circuit, this is the standard of justice now. And I don't think they're going to be very pleased with that standard. So anyway, I thought this would make me feel a little better, but it didn't really work that way. But anyway, I really hate the idea that I have to write all this crap up and, and spell out the ABCs, and I have to do it all nice and polite. Because I don't have any obligation to have anything but contempt for this person. She's violating my constitutional goddamn rights. All right? I mean, if that isn't a first strike, if that isn't a fighting word, so to speak, when do you dismiss my right to protect my rights in court? Fuck you. I mean, I have a right to be goddamn pissed. I'm goddamn pissed. Yeah. So anyway, that's probably enough. All right, but I'll do some writing, get things put together, and then I'll start doing this series of videos, and we'll dissect her bullshit line by fucking line, and I'll show you how every goddamn sentence is not honest to the truth. There. Yeah, that's the way of saying it.